everybody, welcome to News by Muse. We are here for another great interview with Juliana Joel. Raven's home. What does it feel like that you're going to be a part of this series with that has had such a great legacy from Not So Raven to now Raven's home?
It's been insane. It's been an insane journey from the moment that I got the audition, and knew that there was a possibility of me being on the show. Um, I grew up with That So Raven. That was my favorite show. Raven was my best friend in my mind, like so many of us. Everything she's ever done since, I've supported because she's, I mean, she's like Disney royalty, and she's so talented. And so now to be on a version of my favorite childhood show, to be on Raven's Home, to get to do it as myself authentically on top of that has just been an insane dream come true. It's a feeling that I've yet to be able to put words to really express. Um, but it's just amazing. The cast is amazing. The crew's amazing. I feel like a Disney princess, even though I'm not playing a Disney princess.
Which is awesome. And this show and your role is breaking barriers. We're breaking more barriers as being the first trans character in any Disney Channel show, which I'm actually shocked that there hasn't been one. And you're the first. You're breaking barriers. How important is that?
I mean, again, it's hard to explain because and it makes me emotional because I think of myself. I think of my younger self watching That So Raven, watching Disney Channel, dreaming and hoping of seeing someone that I connected with, seeing someone that I saw myself in. So to now be that person, um, it makes it. I just it's hard to express the feeling to know that there are people watching, seeing Nikki, and it's creating change. It's causing families to have discussion. And more importantly, listen, Nikki doesn't go on there waving a trans pride flag. She is just Nikki. She's fun. She's aloof. She is an heiress. She's never had to work a day in her life. She is nothing like Juliana. But to see a trans character on that show portrayed as just a fun person,
Yeah.
a comedic person, has also made it really, really amazing.
And that's what's important is that it's not about being a trans character, it's about the character.
Right. And
And that's what
it comes back to everybody at Disney. It would not happen without them. So, the writers, Nori Reed, who created Nikki, who's in the writers' room, who brought Nikki to life, the showrunners, Jed Elenoff, Scott Thomas, Anthony Hill, who championed Nikki, who made me as Nikki and me as Juliana, a trans individual, feel so safe and seen on that set every day and celebrated. Um, has made the experience even more beautiful. So I always have to give thanks to everybody at Disney, for not just bringing Nikki to Raven's home, but really championing her and championing me.
right. Can you give us a little bit about Nikki? You gave us a little hint of what she is, but tell us a little bit more about the meat and bones about Nikki and what to expect on when she appears on Raven's Home.
Yeah, so I mean, we were already introduced to Nikki, a couple episodes ago, right before our current hiatus, and we quickly learned she does not know what she's doing. She has not lifted a finger in her life. She is glued to social media. She's very early 2000s celebrity debutante vibes. You think like Paris Hilton, Nicole Richie, that whole vibe. Um, and she's an heiress, and she gets a job as Raven to be Raven's assistant. Um, and Raven somehow has the patience for Nikki, has not fired Nikki yet. Because Nikki, even though she has no clue what she's doing, ends up saving the day in very untraditional ways. She saves the day.
And always that's the way it always seems to work out. Raven figures out a way to get
It
everything.
works out. It always works out,
Exactly.
and I'm really excited about one of our upcoming episodes. Once our episodes, season 5 episodes, come back October 2nd, there's an amazing, which I'm being biased, but I think it's the funniest one this season, where Raven and I go to Donna Cabana's fashion factory. Donna Cabana, played by Anne Marie Johnston, who we all know and love from the original That's a Raven, um, tries to steal Raven's designs. Mario Cantone from Sex and the City and Just Like That is on this episode, who is comedic genius. Like, he's to have him and Raven in one episode. Um, it was an insane experience. So that episode I'm really looking forward to because again, I think it's the funniest to see all these insanely talented comedic people. Um, and to see Raven and Nikki squirm together on how they're going to save Raven's designs is it's something to watch. People are gonna love this one.
Awesome, man. Since we're a couple weeks away, well, we out from what it was D23 Expo, were you able to go and see what the reaction was with a lot of the Disney fans who were there?
I was not able to be there, but of course, the rest of the cast was there. Raven, who plays Raven, Neil Avitia, who plays Felix, Michael Michelle Harris, who plays the hilarious Alice. That little girl is so talented. Emmy Lou Wang. Everybody was there. Everybody was so excited to see each other. I loved watching how excited the audience was to see Raven. And of course, to hear the big news that Raven's Home has been renewed for a 6th season. So everybody's super happy, super excited. Fingers crossed that Nikki gets brought back for season 6. But in the meantime, everybody gets to still enjoy her in the upcoming episodes of season 5.
Awesome. And final question that I have to, I've been asking everybody of Latin descent, Hispanic Heritage Month. What are some of your feelings towards as we're going into this month, even though we celebrate it all year? What are some of the things that you could say and the changes that we've seen not only in our culture but also in societies in general, especially coming after such a hard time?
I say that just like most marginalized communities, people need to listen to our voices directly. Let us speak for ourselves. Let us represent ourselves. You know, when I think of especially media and representation in media, um, we need more opportunities to tell our stories so that people can learn our authentic stories, um, and see what a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful group of people we are, um, and see how deserving we are of love and success, just like any other race. Um, you know, it's one thing to support in terms of media and representation in media. There's also the struggles that a lot of us face with, you know, Puerto Rico just went through a horrific hurricane. Mexico, I believe, just experienced an earthquake. Um, so when the people of these places start speaking out and you see the news coverage, listen to their voices, listen to what they are saying they need and how they need to be supported. Um, and just, you know, give us platforms, listen to us, hear us out. That way you can experience firsthand how to support us, how to truly, truly support us as a people. And for my Latina community, we just gotta keep hustling. We just gotta show up. If someone doesn't want to open a door for us, we gotta build our own doors and just start supporting each other. Puerto Ricans supporting Cubans, Cubans supporting Venezuelans, Venezuelans supporting Mexicans. You know, this is a time for us to obviously appreciate all of our subcultural differences, but realize that we are all one. And in order for us to progress in the many ways we want to, we have to see each other as one and we have to support each other as one.
Completely agree, Juliana. Thank you so much for being a part of
Thank you
Muse
so
by
much.
Muse. And we're looking forward to Raven, but also I got to mention American Gigolo. If they haven't seen it, you're a part of that as well. And
Very
That show,
different image from Raven's Home.
yeah, completely different, but it's a great show. So
It's a great show. It's a great show. Yeah.
yeah, but continue the much success, continue the great work, and we look forward. Hopefully, we could talk about American Gigolo another time, but
Absolutely.
we cannot wait. Raven's Home returns October 2nd. Everybody check it out and check out Nikki in the show, Juliana's character. And we'll see you next time here on Muse by Muse.